Hi, I'm Graeme Latta, Chair of Nevada Realtors Global Business Committee, and along with my Vice Chair Tiffany Shapouri, we're coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. This is our second webinar, and we've dedicated these to bringing you the most up-to-date information on global real estate and hopefully things that you're able to use in your business going forward as an international realtor. First of all, let's cross to our own Tiffany Shapouri, who will give us an update on what's happening in Nevada and the Global Business Committee.
Hello, Graeme. The Nevada Global Business Committee, we were scheduling to have a couple trade missions this year that are postponed till further notice. Our trade mission to Dubai, as many of you may know, the Nevada Realtors Association is a cooperating association to Dubai. So we definitely want to keep connected. They had an international realtor expo going on this year that has also been postponed. So we are going to wait till that opens up and go forward with travels and being able to do a trade mission with that. We also were planning to do a trip to Canada, which has been postponed as well until further notice. And Las Vegas Realtors were planning to do one to Germany. So once we know a little bit more about what's going to be going on moving forward, we will definitely keep everybody informed on these upcoming events.
In our quest of bringing you great information that may help you with your business, we're going to cross now to our very special guest today, Blizard, who is a renowned international realtor, and she is standing by with Tiffany. Get ready to take notes and enjoy Didi's take on the world right now as she chats with Tiffany Shapouri. Tiffany?
Thank you, Graeme. Hello, this is Tiffany Shapouri, Nevada Realtors Vice Chair of the Global Business Council. Today, I would like to introduce my dear friend and global real estate professional, Blizard. Hello, Didi. It's so nice to see your face. How are you?
So great to see you.
So good to see you right now. Didi is the broker owner of Global Real Estate Consulting, LLC, where she helps clients buy, sell, and invest in real estate with border-free positioning. Her clientele represent, just to name a few, USA, Japan, France, China, Singapore, and Brazil. And Didi, you currently serve as immediate past president of the International Real Estate Federation, FIAPSI, the USA chapter, correct?
That's correct.
For
Midwest Council, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Didi, I know you were supposed to come to Las Vegas this year to speak at the Las Vegas Realtors annual Global Day event. And unfortunately, that has been postponed until further notice. So I wanted to take the time today to ask you a few questions.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Didi, tell me, how long have you been practicing global real estate?
Well, Tiffany, I got my first real estate license ever in 1998. So I've been doing real estate for 22 years. Don't start doing math on my age. But for many years, I was a dual career agent. And during that time, I kind of designed several models of how I wish to tie in my two loves of global real estate, of real estate and travel, right? Those two things, and kind of marry them together. And I noticed that all of my international travel always turned into real estate exploration or an expedition of some type. And when I look at the early models of my business kind of profile that I set up, it's kind of comical, but it shows that my dreams are in the right place. So I landed my first real estate consulting gig in 2006, and that was in Nagoya, Japan. And I was hooked after that.
Wow, it's definitely inspiring to hear your journey in this industry, especially for other realtors that are interested in learning and becoming more involved in global real estate moving forward. So what organizations are you a part of?
Well, you mentioned FIAPSI, which is the International Real Estate Federation, but like most realtors, I am a member of the National Association of Realtors, often referred to as NAR, the Michigan Association of Realtors. My local chapter is the Greater Metropolitan Association of Realtors, and the Asian Association, the Asian Real Estate Association of America, often referred to as ARIA, National Association of Real Estate Brokers, and National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, and Women Council of Realtors. So a lot of associations. I try to stay involved for my international business.
And do you feel that they are beneficial in helping you grow your business?
I think that they are critical because in these associations, you find like-minded individuals that are able to connect with you and help you grow your database of referral partners, and you can call on them at any time when you have real estate deals that are happening that may require their expertise. And so I think it's great to have these memberships and to be a part of them.
I 100% agree. What global platforms do you use to work with clients?
Currently, because of the current condition in the world right now, we are using Zoom, and occasionally we use Skype.
Can you tell us, realtors, what we might have to be aware of when transitioning into these different electronic platforms?
Well, you may have heard, Tiffany, last week where there was an incident with some security issues that happened. And so you just want to kind of pay attention that when you are hosting meetings using these kind of technological the advanced systems, that you use password protection, that you have a host if possible to kind of moderate your meeting space and to make sure that only people who are supposed to be there are there, and that you're just kind of aware of your environment, even though it's via a platform like this.
Right. And how would one build more of a global clientele?
Well, I definitely do it through relationships. I've always worked that way. And it's just meeting, and nurturing those relationships. Traditionally, a lot of people, I was guilty of the same thing. We go to conventions, right, or conferences, and we meet people and we exchange cards, and when we say, oh, if you ever happen to have someone, moving into my area, refer your business to me. Well, that doesn't work, because what are the chances? So you really have to be more proactive than that, and people like to do business with their friends, so nurturing those relationships become really important, and that's what I would recommend.
And that's how you and I met, right?
Yes.
At the NAR Sky's the Limit convention.
That's right. And we have traveled the world together, and gone to a lot of places. I've seen you all around the world, and it's interesting that when you're in that international space, it really is a small world. I mean, the world is a big place, but really I find that I'm seeing the same people over and over in different parts of the world. And, that's how you nurture, you become fast friends and family almost. And people like to do business with people they trust and they know. And so I think that's important.
Right, definitely. So with everything going on in the world as we know it, do you feel like there is going to be a global market shift?
I do. I think that there is, and I'm not so sure that that's a bad thing. Listen, markets shift. That's what they do, right? And we can all remember in what happened in 2006, 2008. And I know that people are drawing a lot of similarities, or they have fear about that, panic almost, about that being the same thing. But this market is different, and what's happening now is different in a lot of ways. But I just want to share a little story with you. I was approached in early 2008, late 2007 by the Washington Post, and they wanted my opinion on the 2008 housing outlook, right? And I was quoted as saying, Blizard said that she believes the housing prices might dip in 2008. Now, we all know what happened in 2008. That's probably the biggest understatement of my life. I will forever be in history as having said that. But it did take a dip, and a critical one. And I think we all probably have, those of us who came through that still might have a little post-traumatic stress syndrome relating to that. But it taught us a lot. It taught us different ways of doing business that I think are critical in times like this. Now, I don't have a crystal ball to know the details of exactly what that shift looks like for us, and I don't have to. But what I do know is you just have to ride the wave, and know that in every crisis, there's opportunities.
What should we do as realtors to prepare ourselves to work well with our global clients and investors with this global pandemic and all the transitioning into this different market?
Gosh, these homestays are unfortunate, but they are a necessary evil right now in order for people to stay safe and to keep other people safe. But there are opportunities and they're abundant. This is the time, Tiffany, where we should be honing our craft, modernizing our technology, and continuing to service our clients. Be the local and international community resources that we're supposed to be. We don't know what lasting effect, if any, this will have on our industry, but it doesn't matter because here's what we know for sure. We know that your mindset matters and that what you focus on will expand, right? We know that money is a renewable resource. It just is. And we know that we have bounced back from every recession before. And I think that with that in mind, we just have to stay busy, stay positive, and stay safe at this time.
Right. And can you just elaborate on that a little? Why should we be busier than ever?
Because here's the thing, we have an opportunity now. We always say as real estate professionals, I don't have time, I don't have time, I don't have time. We are historically, and it's very true, some of the most busy people, and sometimes busy being busy. But right now that we have this time that's available, this is an opportunity for us to really just kind of jump in there. I know for myself, I'm working on automations that I have put off forever, automations in my business that I've wanted to kind of kick off. I'm doing that now, updating some technology pieces, staying in touch with my clients, giving them information and advice as they're starting to think, oh my gosh, you know, what does this mean for my home sale that I was going to make this week? For my international clients, you know, whose investments and projects are on pause right now, what is this going to mean for us? What is the 6 months or whatever it's going to be, what is that going to mean for our project? It's time to just step in and be that professional that we should be all the time, providing them with information, being that one source of valuable information, bringing in teams of people to help, whether it be from lending, attorneys, whatever it is that they need, but putting together your team to support your clients through this time.
Well, thank you. That is definitely the biggest takeaway from all this. Again, I want to thank you so much, Dee Dee, for taking the time to answer these questions for our audience. Thank you.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. I always enjoy getting a chance to chat with you guys. And I hope that, you know, when this is all over, we'll actually get a chance to do this in person where I can be there face to face, which is what I love to do, and be there with all of you guys. So be safe in the meantime, Las Vegas. We love you and thinking about you.
Thank you. I hope to see you again soon, and definitely stay safe, Dee Dee. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Great interview, Tiffany. Would we be able to get Dee Dee back again sometime to have another interview with us?
Yes, definitely, Graeme. We, Las Vegas Realtors, were supposed to have a global day this year. It is postponed till further notice, but as soon as we get everything opened, we definitely want to get Dee Dee back in person. She just has an amazing energy, and she just likes to help, and she's just a wealth of information.
Right, standing by in Orange, California is our friend and colleague, Spencer who is the California Real Estate Association of Realtors Global Business Forum Chair. And today we are going to be chatting with Spencer as he is running a weekly webinar out of Orange County entitled Realtors Without Borders. This is a weekly webinar he runs, and we'd like to catch up with Spencer to see how the webinar is going and what information he can give us to help with our members. So, over to you, Tiffany.
Up next, I'd like to introduce another dear friend, Spencer who is a global real estate professional and works extensively with China. He is the current chair of the California Association of Realtors Global Real Estate Forum and member of their board of directors. Spencer and I did have the privilege to travel to China last March, where we were able to take 24 realtors on a successful trade mission, learning about the real estate customs and culture over there in China. Hello, Spencer. I hope all is well with you.
Yep. Hi, Tiffany. Thanks for having me on the call today.
What a difference 1 year makes, right?
Definitely. Yep.
Well, I wanted to bring you in today because I know that you have been running successful webinars to get out global real estate information to our members recently. And I'd like you to take a minute to explain exactly what you have been doing. Can you please explain what this Realtor Without Borders platform is?
Yeah, definitely. So the term Realtors Without Borders, I think, has been used for several years now, both at National Association of Realtors, as well as at local levels, whether state or local chapters of organizations such as ARIA. So we did not invent the term, we're just reusing, repurposing, but it fits very perfectly with what we wanted to do. So the Realtors Without Borders that we're doing now is basically a Facebook group, which basically ties in with weekly calls every Monday. And we're basically setting up programming that is going to bring education, tips, ideas, and networking among all the attendees. And we do have attendees that join from around the world.
Okay, how can Nevada Realtors and the rest of the world get access? You said the Facebook page?
Yep, so if you are on Facebook, go ahead to the search bar and type in Realtors Without Borders. And it should be the first or second one that pops up. It's the globe with the red background. And just request to join. We welcome everyone that is a realtor and has interest or already is doing global real estate to join in.
And you said, when are your webinars? They're every Monday?
Yes, so originally we had it structured every Monday, 10 a.m. However, since we do have a large percentage of the group calling in from different global locations, we decided to stagger the schedule. So it's alternating schedule, 10 a.m. is the first week, and then to 4 p.m. the second week, and then back to 10 a.m. the third week, and then so on and so forth.
And what are some topics that you have addressed or will address in the future?
Yeah, no problem. That's a great question. And we do welcome all of our attendees and participants to chime in to request potential topics as well. This is for all of them, of course, not just a speaking bandwagon for us organizers. So the topics that we have done and have already scheduled are a lot to do, of course, with the current market situations with COVID-19. What a lot of the global brokers and agents are doing in their local markets, what's allowed, what's not allowed. That's a recurring topic, of course, where we've had NAR Global, Joe Snyder, who is one of their main people there, talk about what NAR is doing as far as the programming for the global IRM members, which is the International Realtor member. A lot of free education now offered by NAR Global, which I think is great. And then he did report, of course, what a lot of the global associations are reporting back, what they're doing locally as well. We do have some programming on global finance and lending coming up, as well as how transactions work in different countries. So those are some of the future ones we do have coming up.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Great information. And just one last question for you, Spencer. What is one thing you would advise realtors to do right now when navigating through all of this unknown territory?
Yeah, definitely. So right now, and this is of course happening all across the U.S. and all across the world, as far as most of us real estate related professionals and other industries as well, definitely. So since a lot of us are in areas that have a stay-at-home type restriction now, a lot of us are home-based. So what that means is we have a lot of time on our hands in addition to doing our normal business, contacting our clients, managing our transactions, and marketing any active listings or projects that we currently have. You have a lot of time to go out and learn new skills, new certifications, learn from what other brokers are doing across the country and world. A lot of webinars are being offered, of course. So find out what you are lacking skills in or have interest in learning more about, and maybe go sign up for some courses or some webinars. Maybe create your own, like we did with the Realtors Without Borders group. It's as much of it is for our attendees as well as for ourselves. We want to learn about what's going on as well. So that's a very good strategy, is keep on learning. You're not gonna basically just sit there and watch TV, hopefully. So everyone keep on learning. I know with us global realtors, CIPS is being offered at very discounted rates. So everyone that does not have a CIPS yet, it's a great time to do the CIPS. It's being offered virtual platform. Many that I've seen, I believe I've seen 2 of them offered already. They're going to be in the $100 to $150 price point for all 5. That's normally the price for just one course. So all 5 courses for that price.
And that's a certified international property specialist training, correct?
Correct, yes.
You get your designation. Okay, all right, great. Well, thank you so much for answering my questions today, Spencer. It's so nice to see your face, and I hope you and your family are safe at this time, and stay healthy until we meet again.
Tiffany, it's great to see people taking advantage of Zoom and Skype, etc. Do you recommend that our viewers watch this Realtors Without Borders webinar each week?
I definitely think that everybody should tune in to the Realtors Without Borders Facebook page. They are pre-recorded webinars, so you can always go back in and listen in. Again, Spencer and Dee Dee both said it best, that now is the time to really focus on learning and training and perfecting your expertise for your clients and yourself moving forward.
Thank you, Tiffany. Great interviews today. Just before we close, I'm just going to get Tiffany to run over what to expect in our next webinar coming up in June. It'll be a must-see webinar, I can tell you that now. Tiffany.
Our next webinar will feature comments from realtors around the world on how they have overcome the restart of the economy and how real estate in their country has rebounded and faced challenges. Well, that's it from Nevada Realtors Global Business Council. I hope everybody enjoyed the global webinar. We will be back on June 23rd around 1 p.m. for our next webinar, so please stay tuned for that. I want to thank everybody who has joined in today, and I look forward to seeing you at the next webinar.
Thank you, Tiffany. And if you have any feedback or questions for the presenters today, please email or text us or phone us. The contact information will be on the screen following the end of this webinar. Well, that's it from us. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next webinar. Bye for now.